Okay, what's up? Wanted to show you, you think I've used a lot of lenses? Oh my god, I've used a lot more bags. Well, not more bags than lenses, but equivalently. Now, it's really rather impossible to make a recommendation on camera bags because it's like saying, well, this is the best sort of underwear you should buy, you know? Someone might be like recommending thong underwear or something like that. You know, it's not that personal, but it's really rather personal. Body shape, obviously I've definitely got an unusual one. How much you want to pack, how long are you going to be going for? You know, then there are general recommendations. It's kind of like, well, asking a general recommendation, what's the best camera for the value, as far as its ergonomics and how it's built, in which case you could say, well, you know, like Levi pants are the best because most people really like them. They're very durable, they're very handy, so you can make basic recommendations based upon quality, design, ergonomics when it comes to camera bags, but it is definitely irreducibly true, as many have stated, that it's really quite impossible to make an accurate camera bag recommendation. But after having used a ton of them, there are some that are really cheap, and not all of these are cheap, that are just absolutely incredible, and I could never see not using them because they're made so well. The design on them is that good, and these are 5 of those bags. Taking a look at one right here, you can usually find these online on eBay for about $15–20. It's the SlingShot 100 AW. It uses a cross design, and there is actually a belt that loops from here to the other side, so it loops from here to here, but I'm not going to attach it right now, but it actually attaches like this, incredibly comfortable. The way it actually attaches, you don't actually have to take it off your back. You can bring it over here, unzip, bring your camera out or your lens out, you can keep your extra gear in here and keep your camera on the front. They make this in a few different sizes, but these are incredibly cheap. It's a Lowepro SlingShot 100 AW. The next size up from that, you can actually see the difference. This is the 200 AW. I don't know the exact size and volume between the two, but they got the 100 AW and the 200 AW. The design is very similar. They've got 2 major compartments, one up here and the main compartment, and they're just, the design on them is incredible, and you never hear anybody talking about them. They're very well made. I haven't worn out either one of them yet, and yeah, I do use them. The next one is not a cheap bag. It's more of a man purse. It's the Ona. This is it. It's canvas. You can actually get this one in leather. It's $100, but I used to do leather work. I used to make my own holsters, believe it or not. Tough work. Yeah, I don't want to put it on. It look like a man purse. This is actually one of my favorite bags. It doesn't hold much right now. I've got a Fuji X-T1 and a couple lenses in there and some cards just for packing around like on a day trip, or you know, take shots, you know, downtown or something. You don't need to pack a tremendous amount of gear. A couple lenses and a speed light. This little Ona man purse or merce. It's my favorite. Next, I didn't want the 5. This is the retrospective think tank number 7. It's available, I believe, in black, canvas, and gray, and this is the blue. I forget what they call the blue. And it's Velcro. You can actually silence the Velcro by flipping it over here. This is it. I don't have anything in it right now. Incredibly comfortable. The 5 is about 40% smaller than this. I forget the actual difference in volume, but even the 5 wasn't big enough to carry Fuji mirrorless and speed light and a few lenses in there. And it just was not, and much less could, after sticking a DSLR, and the retrospective 5 wasn't big enough for anything, so I went with a 7. These are $160 new. This one's got quite a bit of wear on it. It's seen plenty of use by me. And so this is the Think Tank Retrospective 7. Like I said, you can silence the Velcro on there. You stick an iPad or a notebook back here. It's kind of like a messenger bag, except the design on it is incredibly intelligent. I absolutely love it. It does come with a little rain slicker jobby, so if you get caught in the rain, you can actually pack it up against the rain. This is not that cheap, but it's also essentially my favorite out of these. Now, these are the most comfortable to be packing if you need to go somewhere. Stick it on your back. If you pack everything you want on your back. You have your camera on your front. These flip sides links to the 200 AW. You can just flip it over here, open up, grab your DSLR, your extra lenses out. I hate it partially because I'm lazy. I hate having to open up or take off my backpack and, you know, sit there and unzip it or put it on the dirty ground, and you just flip it over, grab the crap, zip it back up like that, and move. Big difference. Being a lazy person, I like doing things the easy way. Lazy is good to a certain extent. I don't believe so much in hard work as I believe in smart work, or making things easy. It's the same thing. This is my favorite large camera backpack. Now, it's not large compared to like the Flipside 400 AW or the 500, which are way too big. Way too big. I don't care how strong you are, you'll actually break your back. But this one is radically different than the 400 Flipside, the Lowepro Flipside 400 or the 500, and this is the Flipside 300. I got a few of these. The way it's actually designed is incredible. The way it holds your gear is incredible. It's very, very simple. Now, you do have to take this one off your back, obviously, to get at your gear, but just using it as a standard gear storage or for transporting a significant amount of gear, it will, if this thing completely full, you can, you know, pack around with it without breaking your back. The way it holds the gear, it doesn't allow it to shift. A lot of bags are like this. They're very soft and squishy, and as stuff sloughs around, and every time you're walking, it's jamming together or bumping up together. Even though it's got dividers in it, the way it holds your gear is just inferior. I've actually never found anything that's beat the Flipside 300 AW from Lowepro. You can find these used on eBay for like 30-40 bucks. They're very, very cheap. Typically in excellent condition, about 50 bucks for one of these. It does have a built-in rain slicker for pulling over the backpack down here. The spot for holding a tripod or monopod here. It does hold a lot of gear. Right now I have 2 DSLRs and 3 lenses. 2 large Nikon D700 DSLRs and lenses in here. Let me actually show you. There you go. I can't show you all of it, but I'll show you some of it. Here we go. You actually have a removable compartment up here for removing batteries and stuff. Another compartment right up here that's absolutely love this. This is my favorite backpack of all time. So, backpacks and, you know, these man purse gear bags, like I said, are obviously like recommending underwear or, you know, to somebody, but you can make intelligent recommendations having used a lot of them and say, well, you know, generally this is awesome because ABC, XYZ. And, you know, personal preferences vary. How much weight you want to pack certainly varies. But there are generalized specifics that are applicable to most people that you can make an intelligent recommendation if you've used enough stuff. And your spectrum of experience is good enough that you can say this is good for many, many reasons, and let me spell them off for you. Like this retrospective 7. Very comfortable, holds plenty of gear, doesn't break your back, it's easy to get to, it's fast, it's durable, blah, 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 blah. Those are applicable to everybody. Man, woman, tall, fat, skinny, blah, blah, blah. Okay? So you can make recommendations like that. So anyway, that was me sharing my favorite man purses with you. And thanks for watching, okay? Bye.